The Earth is full of wonders, but some corners of our planet come with risks that can make even the bravest adventurers think twice. These places hold secrets, some beautiful, some terrifying, but all of them demand respect. Whether it's prowling predators, unforgiving weather, or landscapes that can shift beneath your feet, these danger zones test the limits of survival. This isn't just a list of places. It's a reminder of how wild and untamed our world can still be. Ready to explore? Let's take a closer look at these 15 hidden danger zones that you'll never ever forget. Number 15. Sunderbands, India and Bangladesh. Nestled where the Ganges and Brahmaputra rivers meet the sea, the Sunderbands is a maze of mangrove forests. But don't let its serene beauty fool you. This UNESCO World Heritage Site is also home to the elusive and deadly Royal Bengal tiger. Known for their stealth and ferocity, these predators have claimed thousands of lives over the past few decades. But it's not just the tigers that make this region a danger zone. Venomous snakes slither silently through the undergrowth, while saltwater crocodiles patrol the waterways. The tides are equally scary, capable of flooding entire areas in hours. Despite these challenges, the Sundarbands remain a vital ecosystem, supporting millions of people and countless species. Locals here live with a mix of respect and fear for their wild neighbors, often turning to rituals and prayers for protection. It's a fragile coexistence, reminding visitors like us that nature here rules with a titanium claw. Number 14. Utqiagvik, Barrow, Alaska, USA. Perched at the edge of the Arctic Ocean, Utqiagvik is as remote as it gets. Life here isn't for everyone. This small Alaskan town endures 2 months of darkness during the polar night, along with temperatures that plummet below 30 degrees. Add bone-chilling winds, and you've got a recipe for frostbite in minutes. Isolation is another challenge. With no roads connecting it to the rest of Alaska, supplies and medical aid rely on planes or boats, which are often delayed by harsh weather. As if that weren't enough, polar bears occasionally wander into town, reminding everyone who the real boss is. Climate change adds a layer of unpredictability. Melting permafrost threatens buildings while rising sea levels and eroding coastlines edge closer to homes. Yet, the community here thrives, preserving its culture and traditions. Life in Utqiagvik is a lesson in resilience, but it demands respect for the Arctic's unforgiving grip. Number 13. Greenland Ice Sheet, Greenland. The Greenland Ice Sheet is a frozen expanse of staggering beauty and quiet danger. Spanning over 660,000 square miles, it's one of the world's largest freshwater reserves. But this icy giant is melting at an alarming rate, contributing significantly to rising sea levels. Explorers brave enough to tread its surface face hidden crevasses that can open beneath their feet without warning. Then there are the ice quakes. Massive vibrations caused by the shifting ice, some as powerful as earthquakes. And lurking within the ancient ice are bacteria that haven't seen sunlight in millennia. If released, they could pose unforeseen threats to modern ecosystems. Scientists warn that a complete meltdown of this ice sheet could raise global sea levels by 23 feet, drowning cities and altering coastlines. Despite its perilous nature, the ice sheet draws researchers and thrill-seekers alike. Every step here is a stark reminder of the fragile balance between humanity and nature. Number 12. Cape Horn, Chile. Cape Horn is where sailors go to test their limits, and where many meet their end. This iconic sea route at the southernmost tip of South America has claimed more lives than any other nautical passage. The waters here are a churning cauldron, with powerful currents, towering waves, and relentless winds creating a near-impossible challenge for even the most seasoned mariners. The weather at Cape Horn changes on a whim. A clear sky can give way to violent storms within hours. During colder months, icebergs add an extra layer of danger, floating ominously among the treacherous waves. In centuries past, wooden ships had little chance of survival, and even today, modern vessels approach with caution. For all its dangers, Cape Horn is a place of raw, untamed beauty. It stands as a monument to human perseverance and nature's indomitable force. Surviving its wrath is a feat few forget, and many never achieve. Number 11. Andes Mountains, South America. The Andes stretch across 7 countries, forming the longest mountain range on Earth, but their breathtaking peaks hide a multitude of dangers. Avalanches and landslides are constant threats, especially during heavy rains or snowfalls. Volcanic eruptions add to the risks, with active giants like Cotopaxi and Villarrica reminding everyone that the ground beneath them can erupt without warning. The altitude itself is a silent adversary. Oxygen levels plummet as climbers ascend, leaving many battling headaches, nausea, and dizziness, classic signs of altitude sickness. Even experienced trekkers can be caught off guard by the lack of oxygen at these heights. Earthquakes are another challenge. The Andes sit on the volatile Pacific Ring of Fire, where tectonic plates clash, triggering frequent seismic activity. These tremors can destabilize slopes, leading to devastating rockfalls. For locals, adapting to such conditions is a way of life. Centuries of resilience and ingenuity have allowed communities to thrive here. But if you're going to visit this place, must tread carefully, respecting the mountain's immense power. Number 10. Danakil Desert, East Africa. The Danakil Desert isn't just hot, it's an inferno. This volcanic wasteland, straddling Ethiopia, Eritrea, and Djibouti, is one of the harshest environments on Earth. Temperatures routinely exceed 122 degrees, and there's no reprieve from the unrelenting heat. But the desert's beauty is deceptive. It hides toxic gases, bubbling sulfur lakes, and unstable geothermal fields. Geological activity defines this area. The desert sits atop the East African Rift, where tectonic plates pull apart, creating dramatic landscapes filled with geysers and lava lakes. The air is often thick with sulfuric fumes, and long exposure can harm even the healthiest lungs. Despite its hostility, the Danakil is home to the Afar people, who mine salt from the earth in conditions most of us wouldn't survive for an hour. For the unprepared, this desert is unforgiving. It's not a place to explore lightly. Every step here reminds you that survival is never guaranteed. Number 9. Aconcagua, Argentina. Aconcagua, the tallest peak in the southern hemisphere, is both a dream and a challenge for climbers. Standing at nearly 23,000 feet, it dominates the Andes. But the beauty of this mountain hides treacherous conditions that have earned it the nickname Mountain of Death. The high altitude is unforgiving. Oxygen levels drop drastically as climbers ascend, and many suffer from altitude sickness. Without proper acclimatization, headaches, dizziness, and even pulmonary edema can set in. Weather is equally ruthless. Temperatures can plummet below 4 degrees, with sudden snowstorms capable of disorienting even experienced climbers. Aconcagua's terrain presents its own challenges. Loose rocks and steep inclines make every step a calculated risk. While it's considered less technical than peaks like Everest, that doesn't mean it's safe. Over 100 climbers have lost their lives here, many underestimating the preparation required. For those who conquer it, Aconcagua is a badge of honor. But it's a mountain that demands respect, preparation, and humility. Number 8. Dasht Elot, Iran. Dasht Elot, also known as the Lut Desert, is nature's ultimate endurance test. Known for its record-breaking heat, it's one of the most inhospitable places on Earth. In 2005, NASA recorded a staggering ground temperature of 159 degrees here, the highest ever measured on the planet. The desert is a vast expanse of salt flats, towering sand dunes, and rugged plateaus. It's lifeless for a reason. with no water, no vegetation, and relentless heat. Even the hardiest organisms struggle to survive. Fierce winds shape the landscape into surreal formations, but they also kick up dangerous dust storms that can disorient and dehydrate travelers in minutes. Legends of spirits haunting the dunes add an eerie touch, but the real threats are all too tangible. Without proper preparation, the Elot Desert is unforgiving. It's a place that commands respect and reminds us of the raw, unrelenting power of nature. Iran is a beautiful place, except for this one. Number 7. Batona Trail, New Jersey, Pinelands. Deep in the New Jersey Pinelands lies the Batona Trail, a 49-mile stretch shrouded in eerie folklore and home to the infamous Jersey Devil. This legendary creature, described as having a kangaroo-like body, bat wings, a forked tail, and a dog-like head, has terrified locals since the 1700s. Its piercing screams are often heard echoing through the marshes late at night, sending shivers down the spines of those who dare to listen. The Jersey Devil's origins are rooted in legend, said to be the cursed 13th child of Mother Leeds, born malformed and banished to the woods. Despite countless sightings, its existence remains unconfirmed, fueling curiosity and fear. Hikers hoping to catch a glimpse of this cryptid venture deep into the Pinelands via the Batona Trail, which cuts through its purported habitat. Whether or not you believe in the legend, the trail's quiet, shadowy paths and strange sounds are enough to leave anyone on edge. Number 6. Mount Vesuvius, Italy. Mount Vesuvius is as legendary as it is lethal. Perched above Naples, this volcano obliterated Pompeii in AD 79, entombing thousands in volcanic ash. Fast forward to today, and its fiery temperament hasn't cooled down yet. It is still hungry. The only volcano in mainland Europe to have erupted in the last century, Vesuvius is an ever-present threat to over 3 million people living in its shadow. The real danger isn't just its eruptions, it's the unpredictability. Pyroclastic flows, which are fast-moving clouds of superheated gas and debris, can descend the slopes in seconds, leaving little chance for escape. The densely populated area complicates evacuation plans, making the stakes incredibly high. Despite its looming menace, tourists flock to Vesuvius for its panoramic views and historical significance. It's a stark contrast, a place that offers both the thrill of nature's raw power and a sobering reminder of its capacity for destruction. For Naples, Vesuvius isn't just a volcano. It's a ticking time bomb that can explode at any time. Number 5. Northjungus Road, Bolivia. Imagine a single-lane dirt road perched on a cliff with no guardrails and a 2,000-foot drop. That's Northjungus Road, aptly named Death Road. Stretching 40 miles from La Paz to Coroico, this path was carved into the mountains in the 1930s. It's infamous not just for its cute design, but for the sheer number of lives it has claimed. Fog frequently blankets the road, reducing visibility to near zero. Landslides and waterfalls erode the path, leaving drivers to navigate crumbling edges. Before a safer bypass was built, it's estimated that 200 to 300 travelers lost their lives here every year. Despite the risks, thrill-seeking cyclists now flock to the road for its adrenaline-pumping challenge. Memorial crosses along the route are sobering reminders of its deadly history. Northjungus Road is more than just a dangerous commute. It's a battle with nature and gravity that leaves no room for error. Number 4. The Darvaza Gas Crater, Turkmenistan. In the heart of Turkmenistan's Karakum Desert lies the Darvaza Gas Crater, a fiery pit known as the Door to Hell. This 230-foot-wide inferno has been burning non-stop since 1971, thanks to a miscalculation by Soviet scientists. They set the gas field alight to prevent methane from spreading, expecting it to burn out in a few days. Decades later, it's still ablaze. The sight is mesmerizing but treacherous. Flames leap from the crater, illuminating the desert sky, while toxic fumes waft from its depths. The ground around the crater is unstable, making every step a risk. Yet, the crater draws intrepid travelers from around the world, eager to witness its eerie glow. It's a stark reminder of humanity's unintended impact on nature. The door to hell isn't just a name, it's a warning. Step too close, and you might find out why it is a gate to hell. Number 3. Cape York Peninsula, Australia. The Cape York Peninsula is where Australia's wilderness flexes its muscles. Remote and rugged, it's a haven for wildlife that isn't exactly friendly. Saltwater crocs patrol its waterways, venomous snakes slither through the bush, and box jellyfish haunt its coastal waters. Crocodiles here are apex predators, capable of dragging prey from the water's edge in seconds. Meanwhile, the eastern brown snake, one of the world's most venomous, makes sure you watch where you step. And if that's not enough, marine stingers lurking in the shallows can deliver a sting that's often fatal without immediate treatment. Adding to the challenges, Cape York's remoteness means help isn't easy to come by. Poorly maintained roads, seasonal flooding, and sparse medical facilities make it a place for only the most prepared. It's stunning, yes, but it's also a reminder that in Cape York, nature always has the upper hand. All right, now let's talk about Number 2. Valley of Death, Russia. The name says it all. This place is as eerie as it is beautiful. Hidden in Kamchatka, Russia, the Valley of Death is a toxic pocket of nature where life goes to perish. At first glance, it looks like a tranquil valley surrounded by volcanic peaks, but its serene facade hides lethal volcanic gases like carbon dioxide and hydrogen sulfide. These gases seep from the earth, pooling in dips and hollows where they silently suffocate anything that wanders in. Birds drop mid-flight, small mammals collapse within minutes, and even scavengers attempting to feast on the fallen don't make it out alive. What makes it even more chilling is that these gases are odorless, invisible, and can strike without warning. Heavy snowfall worsens the situation by trapping the gases, creating concentrated death zones. If you love thrill in life, this place is for you to taste the real thrill. Number 1. Mariana Trench, Pacific Ocean. The Mariana Trench is more than just the ocean's deepest point. It's a hostile world that defies imagination. With depths plunging nearly 7 miles, this abyss is a realm of crushing pressure, near-freezing temperatures, and utter darkness. It's not just inhospitable, it's extreme. The pressure at the bottom is over 1,000 times what we experience at sea level. Without advanced tech, anything descending to the trench is instantly flattened. But even here, life finds a way. Strange, otherworldly creatures, like transparent amphipods and glowing beasts, navigate this seemingly alien environment. The trench also reveals how little we know about our planet. Only a handful of expeditions have dared to explore its depths since the first descent in 1960. It's a place that humbles even the most sophisticated submarines and reminds us of Earth's vast mysteries. If you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you soon.